Hey, what is up you guys? It is Haley here from Should You Buy It, and today this is going to be a very quick video. I'm going to show you a really quick and fast makeup look that can be done with only 2 eyeshadows and then a couple other makeup products if you're wanting to use them. So basically start out with your normal skincare routine. I suggest either a cleansing wipe. I really like these rice ones from Skin Food. They are $8 and you get 85 wipes instead of like Neutrogena's, which is I think $6, and you get 25 wipes. So you get a ton of wipes in these. I think they're a really good deal. They are not makeup removing wipes by all means, but they do take off a good amount of makeup. They can be really drying, so if you have drier skin, they might not be good for you. So do your makeup wipes, do your toner and your moisturizer, and you're gonna wanna get all the way up to your foundation. So we will get to that. Bam. All right, you guys, so I do have pretty much most of my face on right now. I have foundation, I am baking, I have highlight, I have blush on, and I have my eyebrows done. So I always prime. Of course, you can use like kind of whatever concealer you want to. I currently use the MAC Paint Pot. I've had this thing for over a year and there's barely a dent in it. So if you're looking for a really good one, I would suggest this one. You can get them pretty inexpensive. They're about $20. You can get them in stores if you have a MAC store, or you can order through Ulta.com and you can get them like that too. So, and then what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to find 2 colors that kind of go with each other. Today I will be using the Jeffree Star Mini Jawbreaker palette. If you saw my previous video, you saw that I got this in the mystery box. This retails for $28 and you get 9 beautiful shades in here. So today I'm going to be using this shade, which is a double scoop, and this one right here, which is Slice. I'm going to be using those 2. So usually it's a matte and a shimmer that I use just to kind of get out and about in the house, out of the house. You're going to want to get a fluffy brush kind of like this one. This is the Morphe M573. I personally like Morphe brushes. They're not the only one that I do use. I use Eco Tools. I use kind of like whatever I have, but Morphe brushes have been pretty good to me. So I tend to end up, if I'm going to purchase a brush, I tend to end up going Morphe. And you can get those at Ulta too. You're going to want to dip into your matte shade, which I'm just using this one, and you're going to want to get a good amount on the brush, and then start from your outer corner and kind of just blend out. Now you're going to want to go into kind of like a rainbow shape. You're going to want to put the most pigment on the outside and kind of just blend this into your crease and a little bit underneath your eyebrow here. We're kind of just doing a simple look today that's going to be very fast and get you out of the door. So that's basically what you're going to want to do. Sorry, my nose itches. So you're just going to want to repeat that on the other side. So bam. Now the reason I'm leaving the bake on my face is so if there's any fallout, it's going to land on the bake, and then when I brush away the bake, it will brush away as well. So that's one trick if you don't want to do like the tissue thing or anything, because I always do my foundation first. I can't do it last. So that is it. Now we're going to want to get a flat brush. It's kind of similar to this. This is the Urban Decay from the Naked 2 palette. I've had this brush for a very long time. And one trick that I always do is I always wet this brush. So you can wet this brush with your Morphe setting spray, or I like to use the Max Fix Plus, but you can kind of wet it with anything, including just water. You don't want to get it too wet, but you don't want to get it too dry, because then you're going to pick up your shimmer shadow, which is here, which is Slice. And you're going to pick that up on one side, and you're just going to put that on the lid. And if you don't know if 2 colors are going to go together really well, you can always test them out on your arm. That's what I tend to do, because when I don't do that, I put on my eye and they look horrible, and then you kind of have to redo it, and that defeats the purpose of a really fast makeup look. So that is the eyeshadow part of this. Of course, then you can do your eyeliner, your mascara, or your lashes, however you like. But that eye look took a very small amount of time, and it is pretty easy to actually do. Usually I do this, let me grab this palette. Usually I do something like this with the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I usually use, as you can tell, these 2 shades right here. They go really well together. I don't know their names off the top of my head. I think it's, but just basically a shimmer and a matte, and then they work really well together. So let me finish everything up, get to my lip on, and I will show you guys the final result. And bam, I look a lot whiter in this camera than I actually am. So this is the final look, just a little bit of eyeliner, a little bit of mascara, and a little orange lip, which is another Jeffree Star, or another color I got from my Jeffree Star box. So overall, this makeup look is super fast, super easy to do. I can do my entire makeup look in less than 20 minutes, which when I was doing my makeup look before, and I had like 4 different colors of eyeshadow and making sure they had to be blended out correctly and blah, 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 it took me more than an hour. And then with Jason, of course, I can't really do that. I did also add a little bit of highlight in the middle of my eye. It'll make you look a little bit more awake, which all of us could probably use. But yeah, so that's actually all I have. I know the audio is probably horrible. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave those down below. Also, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, join the savings army, never pay retail again. And I have a surprise coming up for you guys in hopefully in a future video. So once I get all of that kind of figured out and worked out, I will definitely do a video about that. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.